Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning, welcome to the channel. For those of you who are new, welcome. I am Nicole. So guys, today, 2 seconds in and everything starts dinging. I love it. So this is going to be your weekly reading. However, I'm also going to throw in here a collective message with the lunar eclipse coming up. Should I have time, I'm going to do another video. Taurus, Virgo, and Leo, right? Yeah, Taurus, Virgo, and Leo. I plan on getting your end of October reading out here. If not today, then tomorrow. So please be patient. Sorry that the mid-month was just kind of late this time around, as you guys know. Well, most of you, I would assume. Closed my retail space, converting everything to online. You can check out that information at holisticallyzenwv.com for a full list of products and services. Quickly, for those of you who have subscribed and liked the channel, thank you so very much. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Further to that, anybody who has donated and set up personal readings, I appreciate you so very much. It helps to keep the channel going. It does so much behind the scenes, you just don't even know. So thank you for that. If you are interested in those personal readings, that information can be found in the description box below, as well as the About section of the page. So you know, check that information out and feel free to reach out to me for any personal services as well. All right, let's see. I'm gonna timestamp all of this stuff so that way I can, once the video is posted, I can direct you guys accordingly. So on a collective note, so October 28th, which is this Saturday, we have the solar eclipse, or the lunar eclipse coming up in the sign of Taurus. And I'm gonna look at the dates real quick because, yeah, so it's Saturday. So this reading is gonna be from the 23rd to October 29th, so give us a full week there. But on October 28th, which is Saturday, we are gonna have the lunar eclipse to close out this eclipse season, and we are also having the full moon. So it's kind of like a 1-2 punch of an ass whooping, I'm gonna call it, of our self-reflection. Our emotions may be extremely heightened, and I'm 222 on the clock. Be very mindful right now, and this is going to be for all signs, not just Taurus or Scorpio, as we are moving into this eclipse under Taurus. We are moving into Scorpio season, I think today or yesterday, actually. So happy birthday to you, Scorpio. There's a lot going on in the energy. I'm going to say that fixed signs primarily, so Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius, you may find yourself struggling with your emotions. Guys, check your impulses. Make sure that you are embracing and being patient with yourselves. Again, all signs, doesn't matter. But I do think the fixed signs are going to be much more impacted by this. With Jupiter being in retrograde, it's really diving into, I'm just going to go with the partnership aspect in anything. So it could be business, it could be, you know, your romantic partnerships, your friendships, but there's really a reevaluation period of what's going on in your life in general. And you could be finding that certain things just seem to be falling away. Certain things leave you feeling emotionally drained. Certain things emotionally light you up, but there's change. An eclipse season is meant to bring forth some massive changes and realizations to ourselves. So I'm going to say to you that in the past week or so, you know, leading through this week as well, if you're finding yourself feeling just erratic or impulsive or good and then hitting a low point again, understand it is with this eclipse season. For those of you who may not follow astrology too much, it can be a little daunting because astrology gets pretty heavy and can be a lot to process as to how things are lining up and moving and shifting. But definitely take a look into it. Google it, find some reputable online sources to get your information from, get a good book, but start to understand, especially when it comes to your sun, your moon, and your rising. And I would say to each of you this week, check out your sun, your moon, and your rising placements as well in your chart. I think they're all going to hold a lot of weight to what is transpiring in the next week to 2 weeks for you guys. I'm hopefully, if you join me on Facebook at all, you can find me at Indigo Moon WV on Facebook. Hopefully I'll run a live feed for the full moon on Saturday. That's my goal. I should have the time to do that. We'll talk about what this full moon means, probably run some questions for you guys, and we'll just kind of roll with it and see what comes out. But I've always done the full moon events in my retail space, but now doing this via online. So just bear with me, guys, as again, we're still transitioning. There's a lot of things when you go from brick and mortar to strictly online. There's a lot of upheaval. A lot of upheaval when there's only one of me and trying to manage home and life. So homework and life, right? So hang tight with me, okay? And then if you haven't been on Facebook, check me out on there. So, all right, just a little collective heads up kind of message. I don't want to make it too long, but guys, check your impulses. Make sure that you're just not getting trigger happy, I think would be the best way to put it. Know that these transformational moments for you, you know, we can call them tower moments, devil moments, whatever. We have to go through challenges to understand the other side of things, and it may feel really, really heavy, very uncomfortable, but it's for a reason. Just find patience and grace within yourself, and if you're not sure about something, don't overthink it, but also allow things to play out to your best benefit, because, you know, Spirit's always guiding you. And I will say too, this week, good week to meditate, a good week to ground yourself, a good week to check in with yourself, and truly be honest with how you feel about things in your world, because it's going to help to shape what direction you move forward in and how it works out for you in the long run. So there's just a lot happening. So and then we, you know, moving through the end of the year. It's been a quick year and a crazy year, but this is the last of our eclipse season in 2023. So with that, we're going to get into the readings. Again, this will be for your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus cross watcher. If you're tuning into somebody else's sign, could be for you, the message. And guys, always discern what is going on in your world accordingly. Not every message will resonate, and that's okay, right? Sometimes we're to be left in the unknown for a little while, okay? And that's all right. So, all right, let's get to it. 7:35. All right, Aries, let's get started with you guys. I don't even know what cards I want to use. Aries, I hope you're doing well. Okay, let's see. What do I want to go with? I really do feel like self-reflection is so important, Aries. So let's start here, and we'll just kind of work our way through. I didn't really have a game plan. There's me winging it like always. Just seeing what I'm drawn to do rather than a preconceived notion of what I should be doing. So, all right, Spirit. So this is going to be October 23rd through the 29th. Aries, what is it that you need to know? Aries, what does Aries need to know? Aries, be careful not to be checking out on yourself this week. The absence and the fragments is like you may be just kind of in a place of certain things. I got the chills. You just don't want to deal with right now. And it could be leaving you feeling stagnant, a little overwhelmed as well. Communication. You may really want to communicate something to somebody, because it's like there is this intense feeling right now, but it's going to be about the perspective shift. And it's like preserving, and I'm hearing preserving and reserving the right to take different action moving forward. So you just may be in this space right now of lacking the clarity that you feel you need to make a movement on something. As I say that, ready but waiting comes out of the deck. And it's like you're kind of trying to wait for the right time. And what I'm hearing from Spirit is there may never be a right time. It's kind of like I always say to people all the time, like I was 28 when I had my daughter, or when I had my daughter, and I was 27 when I found out that I was expecting her. And at 28, I know there's people that have children way before that. I was freaking out going, what am I going to do? Oh my God, like I'm not ready for this. Whether it's children, if you're expecting a child or something comes up that is unexpected, know that there's not necessarily a right time for certain things. They just have to take place. I have reaction and efficiency, and I think you're trying to harness any emotional reaction that you may have, trying to find, you know, keeping your emotions in check. And it's kind of like needing to check in with yourself. You feel this, you know this, you see this, but there's something that's showing you that you need to step back and just wait a minute before you make any decisions. And, you know, I just talked about the need to check, you know, check our impulses. So Aries, Spirit is saying it's the beginning of the end and it's the beginning of the new. So, you know, you may be separating ties from a particular situation, and it's kind of like, you know, I didn't see this coming. So you know, eclipse season, expect the unexpected. But it's triggering an internal reaction within you that is causing you to feel, it could be sorrow, immense sorrow, as this week comes into form for you. But what Spirit is saying is ultimately this is a release to shift you. You couldn't see this any other way. You have to have this reaction. You have to have this emotional energy that, Aries, I don't think you're too comfortable with sitting with sometimes. You know, and no offense to be had there. It's just who we are sometimes as well. So it's like you may be kind of just trying to go within, taking a pause, but you're having this feeling surrounding this that is just like, oh God, I need to catch my breath. So I would say, Aries, for some of you, you're going to be dealing with something this week that is going to, step back, is going to kind of knock you, I don't want to say knock you off course, because it's not necessary. It's working to align you to what you need, but it's definitely creating a sense of a wake-up call moving forward. So what else for Aries? Jump in. Yeah, step back and jump in. And I feel like you're kind of trying to balance and heal a particular situation that brings some sorrow or something to the surface for you that could just be a little bit overwhelming right now. Again, with Soar coming out and Worth, it is worth the wait. It is worth taking time to address why this is happening and realize that this doesn't have to be a reflection of you, whatever you've got going on. This is just for the now, and it will move forward. You will progress. This is just, again, a point of understanding the value in Spirit is saying in your partnerships. So again, it could be romantic, it could be business, it could be friends, it could be anything. But you're going to know where that needs to be placed for you. So don't get too wrapped up in it. But I feel probably going to beat everybody up and go, patience, every sign, patience. You're going to have patience through this and allow those emotional things to come to the surface. The Thinking Woman and the Healer of the Ages. I feel like you're representing yourself out to the world, Aries, as someone who is focused and determined to make movement and change. But ultimately what this is doing is presenting you with a higher knowledge of yourself, that you're healing aspects that surround ideas, I think, that you've had from the past. So for Aries, please, this week, Spirit, a woman holding coin. For some of you, it could be feeling like it's affecting your stability. There's that storm warning, the heart chakra. There's the connections, right? Spirit just said it's like longing for somebody new or something new that, I lost the second part of it. Spirit. This is going to be a space of emotional healing for you, Aries. I don't think you know, but I feel like this could be whirlwind kind of energy with this tornado, this storm warning. And again, flipping those emotions, that reaction coming out, sitting in just like this, oh my God, like, what is going on? Why is this happening this way? It's going to require you to temper the emotional space, most definitely. So just be cognizant of that. Spirit said, put those ones away. Putting those away. All right. What is this woman holding coin for Aries, please, Spirit? For some of you, there's the Two of Swords sticking up. I'm going to take that. For some of you, Aries, this is making very swift decisions, or the need to make swift decisions, but sit with those decisions, right? Like, make the movement, but don't get crazy about it. Because I do feel like you feel it affects your stability or your balance somehow right now. But also knowing that it's something you're going to have to work through. Again, another card of healing, right? That Four of Swords is taking that time out, taking that step back, as we've seen, allowing things to take the shape that they need to without forcing some kind of restrictions around it. Aries, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, Aries, Libra, or I'm not Aries, Libra, Jesus. Maybe you are dealing with another Aries. Aries, maybe this is you. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and then Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius again. But either way, it's like a bittersweet ending or a bittersweet realization that you guys are having. And again, it's like this is going to usher in some new opportunities. Like with every loss we have, there is a gain. With every gain, there is a loss. It's the equivocal balance. But you're going to have to check yourself, because I do feel like somebody else is going to be a little bit upset with whatever decision it is that you're making. I'm hearing from Spirit the blame game. So, you know, don't take other people's words to heart right now. Don't let their thought process affect you. Allow you to make the decisions that you need to make moving forward. Okay, so, and I think, Aries, you guys are extremely smart. I think you know this. You're probably aware of this. Just do what you need to do, okay? For you. It's about you right now. It's about you. All right. That was a little bit of a long message. All right. So for Taurus. Okay, Taurus. Let's jump into it. Let's see what you guys have going on. Spirit is saying the summons of growth requires change beyond the ordinary. So, you know, take that message intuitively and do with it what you need to. Connections. I'm telling you guys, the connections, the partnerships, what it is that's going on in our reality, very, very important. Spirit is also saying feeling smothered at this time. There may be too much going on, because it's like you're seeing a potential in something, but the thing of it is it's like, it's almost like a ghostly appearance. And when I say that, Taurus, it is, I'm hearing ghosts from the past. Okay, so I'm going to dive into this because I feel like there's multiple layers for you here, Taurus, in various ways. But somebody could have ghosted you. Somebody could have, you know, just distanced themselves from you. Somebody, preservation. You know, I see that preservation to me is the death card in this deck, as I told you guys before. Where death occurs, new life begins. There, you know, for every death, there's a life. Something new is being incubated at this time. If some of you have sustained a loss in the physical 3D, I'm very, very sorry for that. But the thing of it is here, Taurus, with this, it's like your energy is coming in very fragmented. It's almost like 3 different versions of who you are this week. And trying to find this place of metamorphosis internally within you, and it's like you're struggling. Like there's this need to connect to things. There is the need for well, Spirit is just saying what could have been. And then this Taurus, this could be an internal death of emotion. This could be again, a physical loss in the 3D. This could also be almost feeling like you've lost a part of yourself right now. And you may be checking your values. You may be checking in on, I'm hearing, have you lived right? Okay, so it's like, it could be very deep, reminiscent kind of energy, but the connection being in the past position to me is like the reminiscence of where it stemmed from, whatever this is for you, what could have been, and then the ending and what it's brought into form for you in the here and now. Here's the thing, Taurus. I'm hearing gut-wrenching tragedies, and then we've got patterns underneath that. When I look at that patterns card and the energy that surrounds this, this is like a massive freaking review of what lays internally within you. It's almost like, this is going to sound so weird, but this is why they come in the way they do. I don't know. It's almost like eyes peering from the chest. Whether that's the need to self-protect and keep an eye out for the heart space that you don't want to feel pain ever again. But it's this grasping of the chest space, this holding on to all these things that are muddled. Like we're in the Halloween season, right? Samhain. We all watch, honestly we all, but a lot of us will watch scary movies and these crazy things, and we see these monsters and they've got like 16 eyeballs and 18 hands, and they're just, everything is just really, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for here, but just very crazy looking and very distorted. That could be part of this loss, whatever this is, or this review of your own life coming in. But it feels like I'm going to call it ugly parts, Taurus, of what has gone on, needing to let go of a connection, or the what could have beens. And the important thing here, Taurus, is to use grace and compassion through this transition that you're going through at this time. I feel like your focus needs to be where it hurts the most, and not for you to sit in a Five of Cups kind of energy, not seeing what else there is that you have, not necessarily to rebuild, but what else it is that is something very solid in your life, but also understanding that this was meant to shift your focus. There was a missing piece there, Taurus, that you were missing, that would bring other things together. And it's really about, Spirit is saying, appreciation to what it is that you have in the here and now. So you may have gotten distracted from certain things in your world, and it's now requiring you, this is requiring you to take a look at what it is to be grateful in the moment of the here and now. Even though that presence card isn't there, it's expanding your focus beyond where you've been. So maybe your energy was very scattered and all over the place, and now it's drawing it in to a particular arena in your life so that you can focus and then build upon what it is that you already have. I hope that's making sense for you guys. All right, for Taurus, please. Angel of Balance and Caring Connections. There's the second time with that Connections card. Spirit is saying to the one that's lost hope, and then time will replace this. So I don't know what it is to, in regards to the replacing of, but there is something, and with that shift in focus to Taurus, I will say this, you can't, there's just certain things in life that cannot be replaced. But I think the feeling that it brings in, or whatever this was that brought in a feeling for you, when we clear our plate, again, for every ending, there's a new beginning. something that invokes that same feeling is going to come back around to fill you back up. It's just not going to be, I think, the way that you perceive it to be. This third chakra, that is our confidence, our ego, our self-empowerment. You may... Taurus, I almost feel like this is a little bit of that Five of Cups energy. I feel like it's moving over from Aries into Taurus here, with this third chakra, community and envy. I feel like for every time you feel like you're getting ahead right now, something is happening that is essentially, in your perspective, knocking you off course, leaving you in the dark. You may also feel like other people are not communicating very well with you at this time, too. It's like, you know, what is it that I have to go through to get to the other side of this? You've got that moon card, the illusions, you know, full moon coming up, the Ace of Cups. This is going to be about your feelings in Taurus. You guys are very practical, very tangible, resourceful as well. And I think, you know, your focus through this eclipse is to get in touch with the emotional space. I think for a lot of you, you already have a very sensual, softer way about you, but this is putting a greater focus on that. And it's like coming, you know, I don't feel like this is romantically tied. I feel like this is just loving, whether it's of your family, your home life, your kids, the dog, the cat, your bird, whatever. That you're finding that maybe outside of yourself, you don't feel like there's a whole lot of connectivity that is supportive to you. So you're finding it within the home. So what is this third chakra? Four of Pentacles, holding on, you know, here it is. And you may be trying to control, a lot of an outcome, you know, a lot of yellow. So again, that's solar plexus energy, that Four of Pentacles, and that third chakra. You can see on both of those, he's got his arms tightly held around something that means something very important to him. And then there comes the sun. Give me 1 second. Oh, okay. There comes the sun again, card of Leo, very bright yellow energy. Understand that, I want to put this Two of Wands. I'm hearing you feel like something has passed you by, an opportunity has passed you by, something that you thought would bring great growth. But pay attention to threes, the number threes. Got 3 balls, well, 4 balls essentially, but there's 3 that are specifically sticking out, so 3s and 4s as well. Again, another 3 there with that community card, the way it comes through with the three ladies there. Taurus, a massive struggle to try to find balance right now. A massive struggle to try to find balance. I've got to move these along, goodness. Community, what does this mean for Taurus? The Hermit in the reverse. Do not seek to, I just talked about that communication. There's the Eight of Wands coming out sideways. Don't expect certain communication from certain people right now. They're not keepable. And I think that's going to be a very important thing. And there's that damn Knight of Swords. It's the same one that came out for Aries. There could be a lot of anger, a lot of frustration, a lot of words that are waiting to be exchanged. You may be sitting there kind of quietly right now, but there's also there's a buildup of anger. There's a buildup of frustration with that. And then, you know, to watch your words right now, because if not, you could be saying the wrong thing to the wrong person because you feel like they can't connect with you. So communication is a major issue. You're hanging on to some pain, betrayal, hurt, loss, Taurus. I'm going to say to you that this is just going to take its course and take some time, and I think that you're going to want to start over in the near future. It might be 3 weeks out before you start to feel the push to truly begin to make that change, but it will come. But I'd say the next 2 to 3 weeks are going to be a little trying for you, okay? So, Gemini, 29, 39. All right, Gemini. Taking way too long on these. All right, Gemini, what do you got going on October 23rd to the 29th? or so, something like that. All right, Gemini, what is going on for Gemini this week? Spirit, what does Gemini need to know? You hear the whistles? Two of Wands energy I just seen in my mind's eye coming through. Those two wands coming to a peak, crossing paths with something or someone, influence. As these moon cycles are changing, Gemini, I do think that you are going to be in a better state of peace, in a better space of it's almost like learning. I'm going to call it learning right now, okay? Preservation and alliance. That Two of Wands that I seen trying to shine through there. Is there a card? There is a card flip. Productivity. I'm going to take that one. Something new is being birthed into your world. It's going to be the way you're caring for this is very nurturing. And Gemini, I'm kind of surprised to see you in a particular space like this, because I usually don't see you like that. There could be an influence surrounding children at this time. You may be connecting or trying to connect with family and children as well for Gemini this week. Alchemy. You are trying, this is interesting, moderation. Don't jump the gun, okay? Don't jump the gun. Moderation being underneath here in heat. There may, you or somebody you're dealing with could be feeling pressured at this time. This may pertain to children. What is meant for you is not going to get up and run from you, okay? Don't feel like you have to force some kind of alliance, or I heard chemical alliance, whatever the hell that means. But to me, it's like, it's almost like the energetic connection, essentially, right? So it's like, allow this influence, as I'm going to use the word from the card, allow this influence to alchemize itself, because this feels like extremely slow-moving energy for you, Gemini, but it's about the hearth and home right now for you. And I think you kind of want to get up, jump, and run on something and go, let's do this, let's do that, let's put all these things together at one time. You're going to have to balance this out, because I feel like, again, whether it's you or somebody around you is feeling pressured at this time, you're going to have to create something that's sustainable. Or it should be, right? I mean, if you start getting impulsive on things, you're going to lose the ability to be sustainable for the long term. Receive and pause. Take in the moment as it comes in. Don't jump the gun on this one. Because I think that, listen, make sure that you are, communication is going to, could be roughy. Could be rough this week. Oh my God. Communication could be rough this week, right? Make sure that with each piece of information that you are consuming, as I said, it's almost like you're learning something, that you're taking a moment to step back and really see things for what they are, rather than jumping into something. Listen, it's about taking in the wisdom surrounding a situation that you need to be aware of. So I would be mindful of that. For Gemini, please, Spirit. Speak up. Listen and speak up. Talk. Again, there's a lot of communication around you in Gemini. You're an air sign, right? Abundance. I think that if, slow and steady wins the race. And then we had receive, and then we had give. Celebrate and pivot. You are going to have to think outside of the box on this one, because I don't think you're dealing with a situation that you're used to. Okay? So I do think that if there's equivocal balance in this, this giving and a receiving, if you're listening and you're speaking, it does lead to prosperous new beginnings and whatever this is for you. But in order to have this abundance, you're going to have to moderate, because it's kind of like, you know, diamonds are created under pressure, right? So it's like, you may feel pressurized. Somebody else may feel pressurized. There could be a lot of passion with this Heat card surrounding a situation, but it's slow and steady wins the race, Gemini. So don't get too, I just had deja vu. Oh my goodness. Wow. It's been coming in so heavy for me lately. Don't get too carried away in what you're doing. Just make sure you're learning as you go. You're understanding it. There's reciprocal balance in your situations. They're just showing me this massive want to just charge forward. But the more you slow it down, the more prepared you will be for later, that you're not getting blindsided and looking back and going, how didn't I see this? Okay, so what is this? Yeah, man holding a coin. And then Spirit for Gemini this week, please. I'm not trying to pop out. Tied up, that's what I mean. Like, there's pressure surrounding something in your life. And again, Gemini, this could be you, this could be somebody else, and anxiety. You will miss, and there's the Victory card, patience. I'm telling, heart space. Like this could be a lot of emotional connection for you, Gemini. This man holding the coin, and then this anxiety and the Victory on the bottom. Don't overthink this. And I don't think you are, so I do feel like you are holding yourself back again, but there is this internal push to just want to jump up and run with something. Go, oh, what about this? Oh, you know, like there's this excitement. So you could be sitting at a high point with a lot of energy, just adrenaline rush kind of feeling. Just slow it down. And I think that there's a fear that you're going to miss an opportunity if you don't step up to the plate right now. And I will reiterate, and I feel like I've been saying this a lot lately, you cannot miss what is meant for you. You can't. There's the Three of Wands, but there's those two together. Whomever, whatever you're dealing with, I think there's somebody in your energy, Gemini, that's dealing, and this could be you, could be dealing with something that you just don't see. It's been a long road. It's been a lot of travel and strife. And you could be fearful that you're going to miss an opportunity, and this person could be sitting with some pain, doubt, and regret, seeing missed opportunities. So just, you're not going to miss what's meant for you. This anxiety, Five of Wands, Page of Cups. I just get a lot of moon energy with this. And again, I told you, like, there's the desire to push forward. And that Nine of Wands is still, or Eight of Swords is still on the bottom. If you're feeling emotionally trapped by something right now, again, there's just this, I want to move forward. I want to give love. I want to take action. I want to do. I want to do. I want to do. I want to go. Slow it down. With this Victory, you're going to have choices that will come in, but you don't want to cause yourself to sustain a loss that wasn't necessary. Again, Gemini, I really think you're dealing with somebody who is trying to make some changes in their own world, and that's just going to take some time, and you're going to require, your job is going to be patient at this time. You don't have to, I want to say to you too, you don't have to fight for what is meant for you, because it'll come. You may learn some lessons, but you don't have to put up a fight, okay? So you could be dealing with another Gemini. There you are, though, too. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini as well. So just be mindful, Gemini. Cancer. These guys are taking like 10 minutes apiece. All right, Cancer. Let me clean these up, and let's get to it. All right, let's start here. All right, Spirit for Cancer. What does Cancer need to know this week with what's going on? That reaction. this card has shown its face in every single sign. Cancer, obviously, you the fourth sign, and it showed its face again. I heard face down. You look at that reaction card. He is head down. Oh boy. You guys, for some of you, you could be, Spirit is saying, requiring new partnership of somebody. You could be transforming along with somebody else. Pay attention to anybody recently too that it may have passed over. These are like behind the scenes blessings coming in from the other side. They could be partnering you up with somebody in the 3D to help recenter and rebalance yourself, because it's like there's a loss that has occurred. Consistency and magnetism and connections. Cancer, you could have been, or you could be dealing with somebody who took a hiatus from something. Cancer, that hiatus could have been from, coming from you as well. These messages, I feel like I should have done videos for every single person this week. This is crazy. Or every single sign. They're so deeply rooted. You are coming out of a period of loss. You may want to reconnect with somebody or something. Some of you are having a lot of I'm going to call it otherworldly visions. So it's like different visions of like, it's almost like psychic connection. I don't know how else to put this to you. You're seeing something. I talked about in just Gemini that I've been having deja vu a lot lately. Cancer, this could be stuff that's going to pop up in the future. So you could be having visions of what is to come, or starting to see through illusionary energy. What I think is unique, and I usually don't take cards for the most part that are face down. It depends on how I feel they fall. But just about every card that has come out for you has been face down. If you've found yourself feeling like you've been face down in a just, mud, muck, and bullshit for so long, the card that come out was keep going. Now is not the time to stop. Or, hold on a second. Let me rephrase. I stand corrected. Connect, allow, release, keep going, let it go. You may, I'm going to correct myself here. Well, for some of you, that message came out for a reason. For others of you, if you kept pushing and forging to try to create connections that made you feel good, check yourself. Was it ego related? Because with this keep going, this release, allow, connect, Spirit may have let something transpire for a while for you, and this could have been very, very short-lived. But it was meant to set you right and teach you lessons. Thank you, Spirit. So this connection has served its purpose. For some of you, this could just be simply a matter of a couple of weeks. Maybe you hung out with somebody, or this could be months and years. And it's like, I don't know who you are. I don't know what illusion I thought would it's almost like couldn't see quite what was happening. You could feel like the universe bamboozled you somehow and like threw this in front of you and said, here you go, check it out. And now you're like, this isn't quite it. For some of you though, what I think is really interesting, the Spirit just brought to my attention, timeline wise for you guys, Cancer, I'm gonna call it by the deacons in the signs. For the first set, you're on a different timeline. The second set, you're a different timeline than the first. Third deacon, or Decan, however you say it, you're on a different timeline. I do feel like you're going, depending on where you are, you're going through these things in different time frames, different timelines, right? So it's a very interesting energy. Like some of you are going to see this coming up in the future. It may be after this lunar eclipse, because it's like this eclipse is meant to awaken you, to create a need for self-preservation. That's where that self-preservation card is coming in, that you're still going, it's like if you're birthing a child, right? We've got 40 weeks of letting this child grow and develop. The details, the devil's in the details, and the details are still developing. It's like, stay tuned. So this may not have happened for you yet, but it's coming. This is because there's something about it that's holding you up and letting go. But the second you break free from this, it's like you're in a new world, that new timeline, that new shift. Okay? Very interesting energy, Cancer. Very interesting. But you guys are all doing this at different time frames. Strategy and broken heart. I do think that you were I think that you thought there was a lot of possibility around a particular situation, and now it feels disappointing. And there could have been potential. There could have been possibilities that surrounded it. And I think that your mental space, your thoughts were really invested. Not that you were overthinking anything in specific, but it was just, you were logically reasoning why things were happening the way they were. And now it's come to an end. And that can be leave you feeling like this is bittersweet and this hurts. Yeah. The Four of Wands, the Five of Cups. Again, Scorpionic energy there. No surprise, we're in Scorpio season, right? Could be dealing with a Scorpio, but I don't think that's necessarily the case here. But it's like, it was almost like, it feels like a falsified victory to you. Like you're starting to see things falling apart at the seams, and this could have been happening for some time, but now it's just a matter of the action that sits with it. The Two of Wands in the sideways position. Again, decisions. Time is coming to a point that this could be tied to romantic partnerships. You could be dealing with a Gemini, but it's like the point is coming where that change is going to occur. The Temperance card, Sagittarius energy as well. Could be dealing with a Sagittarius, but it's like the strategy that you may have had surrounding a situation, it's just not working. And in Cancer, in this, you are finding that there is a different version of you. Maybe one that you weren't living up to your potential in. This Eight of Swords is self-imposed imprisonment. Cutting yourself off from opportunities of growth, wishing you had invested this time, energy, and attention into something else. And then, sleepless nights sometimes, even though it's not the Nine of Swords, but it's still sleepless nights. It's moving into that. This could be third party related as well, as I'm seeing those Three Swords there. But you recognize that in order to, you're going to close this out eventually. It may not be fully until next year or around the holidays, but that Queen of Pentacles and the Empress, that is you, because you want to nurture what is providing you stability. It's all about your stability. And I think that for some of you, you may have, and this is not going to be for all of you, you've pinholed yourself into a place of aloneness. And again, that space of aloneness, you needed to go it alone so that you could understand what it is that you need. And it goes back to the self. Okay? All right, Leo. All right, Leo. This is going to be like the longest video ever. I swear to goodness. All right. Let me shuffle these up a little bit. Leo, how are you guys? I hope you're doing well. Give me just a second. I'm trying to cruise through these, but these messages are the messages that are very much needed right now. So give me just a hot second. shuffle back through here. A lot of redundant cards, Leo. I will say that, so I'm curious to see for you guys if the same ones come back through. Efficiency and center. All right, Spirit, for Leo, what does Leo need to know right now? Leo. What does Leo need to know at this time? Unity. All right. Stop smothering yourself. Whatever that means to you. It's kind of like I'm a one-man show and I'm the only one who's got my back and I can't trust this one or that one. Like, it's wild. Specialization. It's kind of like that energy, Leo, of you want something done right the first time, just do it your damn self. Like, that's really, even with that unity there, that's how it feels to me. Like, I think you started to engage for a little while with other people and other things, but all of a sudden it's just like, I just do it my damn self. I just do it my damn self. Juggling, Leo. Juggling. Alchemy. Very different energy for you guys. I feel like you're pushing forward in momentum, but without others. As much as this unity card sits there. My coffee is cold. Oh my god. All right, let me see something. What is this unity about? Yeah, unity and then the Two of Cups in the reverse. There you go. You were investing for a hot second in connecting. Like, you were probably feeling good in connecting with other people, but something has happened here, Leo, where it's, again, the moon, your emotional energy. You could also feel like somebody was like trying to, Spirit saying scapegoat you. So whatever that's about, like, you're just like, I'll do it my damn self. Like, so if you've asked somebody to do something for you or help you and shit went awry, or this could be happening this week where it's kind of like someone else is asking you to take the blame, I'll just do it myself from now on. If this is what's going to happen, I'll just take care of it myself. And this could be at home, this could be at work, this could be with your partner, this could be your friend, whatever this is. Some of you, I'm hearing something about a car as well. You could be dealing with a water sign, as you know, too, with the Two of Cups and the moon there. But it's like something feels falsified to you. And then there's, again, water sign, Scorpio energy, ready but waiting. You're done waiting on whatever this is that doesn't feel like it's making forward progress. I think you're fed up with something or somebody this week. Communication, being able to see clearly, needing those things. You could be cutting ties with somebody as well. The falsified promises, create and break free. It's like, again, they may have fed you a vision of something, told you this is the way it was going to be, but there seems to be some kind of strings attached to something surrounding this. And you're just like, this is not how this was supposed to happen. This is not the way this was supposed to be. And I feel like you're ready, if you haven't already, to walk out of this because you feel like you've been lied to. You feel like somebody has not been honest about something and you're at your wit's end. Like, you tried to work with this energy, this alchemy and consistency, and maybe, Leo, you know, you were showing up in your efforts, or you're struggling with somebody who's not showing up in their efforts, and it's causing, with this friction, there's causing a lot of animosity in a partnership here, because it may feel like you're constantly, you know, they're constantly with their hand out, going, I need more, I need more, I need more, I need more, whatever that is. Or if you're doing something for them, they want more from you than you're able to give, or something to that effect. And Spirit right now is telling you, if you want your abundance to be solid, if you feel good energy, Leo, you're going to have to walk away from this. You cannot stay in this energy of something that is not equivocal, in the sense that, you know, both sides are putting in the same amount of effort, energy, and attempting to make things happen, because somebody is constantly asking for something of you. So it's big time change in energy. And, you know, I heard this the other day, and as soon as I just seen this, I was like, boom, there it is. Because I was like, that is strange. How can somebody support you and then be envious of you? And it's wild that I see this with these two cards, because if you love me, then you should love me unconditionally. Whether it's romantic, it's a partnership, it's whatever, you should never be jealous of me. Either you're there for me or you're not there for me. So you're getting a real, and again, around partnerships this week, getting a real taste of what is unconditional. Like, are you vibing with the right people in your world? I don't feel like you are. If they're jealous of you, that's not a friendship. That's not a partnership. That's not love. I'm going to take these two, and there you go. Heart, the heart chakra, the fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael, and attachment. This is a lesson for you, Leo, about why you engage with people who put conditions on their love. Why it is that you're attracting these people in, because what it ultimately does is freezes you emotionally. It makes you take a step back from this, and then we've got this man holding a heart and all tied up. This particular situation could also be causing relationship problems at this time too, because it's kind of like I'm hearing my hands are tied. My hands are tied, and this could be, you know, you could be dealing with third party kind of energy in love, work, business, who knows, whatever this is. But I do feel like there's somebody supporting you, Leo, to some capacity, but they're done even giving to you for another situation. So it's almost like you're in the middle of something here, between people or between situations, and I feel like you're being pulled in multiple directions regarding a situation. Six of Swords, it is time to move on to calmer waters, and you're going to have to make a decision to heal with that Six of Swords. It's to move on and move forward without these attachments that are holding you back. Somebody who may have falsified. This is karmic, judgment card. There's karma starting to take place in a particular situation. So this lunar eclipse is going, and I just said the healing, and there's that Four of Swords, Tower. This is moving you forward. I'm going to tell you that your partnerships that you have currently probably are not going to be the same in a month. It's going to be very different, but this is karmic. This is a karmic lesson for you. Not everybody has your best interest at heart. And I think sometimes, Leo, you tend to believe or want to believe that you've come together for the right reasons. But then this massive lesson comes in, and, you know, they're celebrating at your expense. They're enjoying something at your expense at the end of the day. And it's leaving you in this space of lack, you being left out in the cold. This could be a very ego-involved kind of situation. But again, it's like their need to control a situation. It's almost like you're going to start to take back control and power of a particular area of your life, and you're gonna have to learn to lead without emotion. You're gonna have to use good logical sense. You're gonna have to weigh out other people's motives for what it is that they're doing in your life at this time if you're going to see this resolve. So one more card for this. Yeah, because it's leaving you trapped. Dealing with your emotions could be this may be pertain to money. I've seen quite a bit of Pentacles, you know, trying to fall out. You may have invested into something. Five of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Seven. You know, planted the seeds of new beginnings, hope, and opportunity, but now you're finding yourself in lacking and juggling these things. So you're going to have to make a decision and understand that somebody else, I hate to say is using you, but is using you to some capacity. And it can be tied to money. It could be tied to something that you have that they don't, creating this jealousy. I think you've got support in other realms, and that needs to be where your investment is going, not with someone who's taking your love and manipulating it for the sake of their own advancements. So be mindful of that, okay? But this is definitely some karma coming back into play somewhere. There's some kind of karmic restructuring happening at this time for you guys. All right, Virgo, 59:11. All right, Virgo, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's going on? All right, Virgo, October 23rd through the 29th, right? Something like that. Spirit, what does Virgo got going on? Spirit for Virgo. Whoops, too many. All right. Again, guys, if you are interested in personal readings, that information can be found in the description box below. the About section of the page. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. You guys are so greatly appreciated. All right, Leo, or Virgo, maybe you're dealing with a Leo. Motion. All right, Virgo, give me a second here. Rediscovery. Virgo, I know the past, I want to say month or two, that, you know, I've done the individual readings for your sign. There's been a lot of upheaval. And I know, if I remember correctly, which I could be wrong, and feel free to correct me in the comment section if you need to, that there was somebody trying to get back in your good graces or something to that effect. And there was a lot of strife and third parties and just some lying and deception and some bullshit happening. If they came back in and got in your good graces, they're up to, I'm going to say they're up to their same old tricks. This rediscovery, something is being hidden. And then here comes this card with this mask on it. Renewal. Rediscovery and renewal. Those re's. Virgo, I'm going to be straight with you. I don't trust this. They're buying time for some reason. Why? I'm not real certain, but let's see. I'm going to do a little bit of clarifying on this. All right, Spirit for Virgo. It's like they're buying their time. Maybe going to events or something of that nature. Whether they're parties or dinners or meetings. I'm hearing from Spirit putting up a good front. But you're grasping. Somebody, either you or the other person is grasping. There's something here you're not seeing. It's funny how these readings run from one to the other. That High Priestess, she knows all, and yet she has her secrets. Either you know, or somebody else knows, and somebody else feels like they're pulling the wool over your eyes. You're like, I'm giving to you. Don't you see? Don't you see? I don't trust it. I do not trust it. I do not trust it. What is this motion? Justice. Something needs to balance out. This could be in regards to anything legal. This is the need of truth surrounding a particular situation. Virgo, I do think that when it's all said and done, you're going to get exactly what it is. When I talk about this rediscovery, though, the person pulling the wool over your eyes, could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Justice being the card of Libra as well. Something may have taken place the third week of Libra season, I'm hearing as well. Something could start to come in. I said to you, buying time. Whatever this balance is, what could be with the legal system, I don't trust this person. Pulling the wool over your eyes, right? There's a reason. They're buying their time. That could be. That Queen of Cups, it doesn't feel like you to me at all. You're far more practical in what you do, in your approach. This person is coming in emotionally. And then Six of Swords with that center. I'm hearing from Spirit there's going to be a split up or a breakup as a result of this. You get the Ten of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, the Temperance, and the Ten of Pentacles. Five of Cups, that Five of Cups keeps popping back up, Scorpio season, right? I'm telling you, this Ten of Pentacles, I almost feel like the Ten of Pentacles is a facade. I really, really do. Let's see what else comes out here. Like, renewal and the Ten of Pentacles. Let's see. I don't know. I don't trust it. I just don't try. You know, Scorpio me, don't trust anything. But I'm telling you guys, like, there's something about this. Yeah. Somebody, I think this is a couple different situations for you guys in general. So see, but I think the key point here is these three piles of cards, right? They represent three different aspects of your life. But the thing of it is they are all tied together. Okay? They're tied together. Where somebody is wanting something from you, or they need to be straight with you, they don't have the balls to be. Honest to God. Like, that is exactly what this is. Like, they are going to take an underhanded approach to something. I do think that you are closing something out in regards to a legal matter. Could deal with the legal system or whatever is just needs to be balanced out, fair and corrected. Good news is going to come in. So if you're waiting on good news or, you know, something like that, I do think that it's coming. But the sooner you just go, listen, you know, certain things just aren't worth fighting over. So just take it, stick it up your ass. I'm done. Take your victories and leave the losses. You know, may not get everything you want, but you're going to get the majority of what you need. Okay. This other person that you're dealing with, they don't have the ability to just be straight. You need to question. There's that wisdom of listening and speaking up in regards and slowing it down. Resolution. You need to question their presence in your world and why they're even there. Not from where you are or about how you, or in regards to how you feel about a situation or a person, but truly when you look back on whatever time frame, 20 months, 20 years is coming up, why is this person even there? Why do they re-engage with you? What is it that they want? Because it's kind of like you constantly have to renew things over and over and over again. This is about a renewal of energy for you, but I think that one of these situations can be trusted while the other one cannot. Okay? Like, you may not always get what you want out of it, but it can still be, one of them can still be trusted. Somebody is ready to walk away from something, or needs to walk away from something at this point. Virgo, what? Door to Spirit. You could be dealing, side note, as the veil is thinner, right? 5, Door to Spirit. You could be getting messages from loved ones that it is time to move on, or this can also be loved ones who have passed, that they are letting you know that they are safe and well. They are okay. Contract, again, this is also trying to free you up from a particular situation. It will likely cause some massive changes in your world as you know it. Virgo, for some of you, you are going to level up and move forward. It may be bittersweet, it may be on your own, but it needs to happen. Okay? What else? Spirit, what else? Strategy. Again, there's that envy card. That card has shown its face so many times. You know, it's very simple with the envy card. If you want something that somebody else has, then you need to go out and put in your dues and get to where you are, you know, or where they need to be to get there, just like you have. So Virgo, if this is how this is coming through, somebody could be upset with you, angry with you. I don't feel like this envy is you, but it is somebody else that you're dealing with is kind of viewing you in this light. Kind of, reminiscent of, I think it was what Leo's reading that I just did. Can't remember already. But it's like they want what it is that you've worked for. And that buying time, maybe they're waiting on a payout or an award or inheritance with that 10 of Pentacles. You know, what it is that you've worked for so long. This Emperor, you know, it's again, that 8 of Swords will not go away this week. Jesus. There you are, Virgo. You know, the Hermit. Emperor, taking, just like I told Leo, taking control and power back. But the thing of it is you're going to have to control these anxious thoughts. If you're dealing with a crisis too, I feel like somebody could be playing the victim of a situation at this time as well. And that's leaving you, there was that Swords, the Knight of Swords again, trying to come out. They're trying to play you, but I think this, yeah, there's that 5 of Cups. I think it's come up for everybody. They're trying to play on your emotions when it comes to a situation, and then it's like, this is where you are, this is where they are. And a positive shift from the other side is coming in for you somehow. This strategy, the Death card in the reverse, someone is trying to find a way not to let something close out and complete. I feel like they're losing there's that Knight of Swords. There it is. They're losing their power and control of a particular situation, Virgo. And you may see them on occasions, especially in the next couple of weeks, acting out of character. That impulsivity that I talked about in the intro, that it's like, we can't just be done like this. This is not the way this is going to work. You're going to hear me out because I'm coming in. Listen, here's this promise of this renewal again, right? After this backstab and betrayal. Oh my God, look at this. You can't make this shit up. You've got the Three of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups. This person has put you through this time and time again here lately. And then they promise you, oh, but we can get to this. And it's like, how do you say it? Cyclical? Nope, I can't say it. We'll just call it repetitive to keep my words straight. Repetitive. It just continues to cycle back around through. Oh, yes, I love you. Oh, yes, let me show you. Oh, yes, isn't things beautiful? Oh, by the way, I did it again. Every fucking time. I don't care if this is a friend. I don't care if this is a partner. I don't care if this is your husband, your wife. I don't care if this is your kids. I don't give two shits who it is. Do you want to continue to live through this, Virgo? Because I feel like I'm losing the will to live because I'm constantly dealing with the same shit another day. So be very mindful of the person that is looming around. Again, the Chariot, Cancerian energy. Virgo, I have never in my life seen such a thing in a reading. And I'm going to say this to you. Words are spells, right? You put stuff out there. I'm not going to say what I just seen to the degree in which I just heard it. But I'm going to say this to you. I will reiterate, why is this person around? You need to be excessively mindful of why this person sticks around. They will forever celebrate at your expense for so long as you let them. And for some of you, they don't care if you're with them or not, really, at the end of the day, because it's not about you, it's about them. So you take that however you want to. If you're intuitive, which I'm sure you are, we all are, you'll get it. But, Aries season could be important. You got Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, a lot of Cancerian energy, Libra as well, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. They will throw you in the mud after they've sweet talked you. They will take from you because they can, and they will leave you out to dry. Pay attention. Pay attention. Hard lessons there. Jesus. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. No more. All right. Libra. That was a long reading. 1, 13, 20. All right, Libra. I'm going to do Libras, and then I'm just going to walk away from the camera because if I pause this, things get all precarious, and then I have to, do all this stuff, and then the video never comes out right. So I'm going to go ahead and do Libras. Then I'm going to take a break for just a couple of minutes, and then we'll do Scorpio, Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. All right, for Libra this week, space. Some of you could be buying a bird. Where that came from, I have no idea. But you also think about, they're showing me a parrot. Parrots repeat. They repeat. You could be repeating something. You could try to get somebody else to repeat something to you. Somebody else could just be repeating things to you. It's almost like somebody spying in on something. Moderation. Space, moderation. Let's see. What is this for Libra this week, Spirit? Oh, sweet Jesus. Too many. Yeah, this could This could pertain to children. Libra, what do we got going on here? I'm going to take those. Center. Heirs. All right, Libra, let's see. Birds of a feather flock. I don't know what this bird business is, but birds of a feather flock together, right? Good or bad. You'll be talking shit on somebody. But here's the thing, Libra. I don't know what's going on. There's noise out there, sorry. Somebody is not speaking on what they know, or you. So it's like this. Somebody wants somebody to repeat something that they know. Somebody is being very silent about what they know. You could come into knowledge and be silent on it, but the thing of this here is that it's like somebody's trying to repeat a cycle. Somebody's trying to repeat something that has happened before. Something is repeating itself in some way. Very interesting kind of energy. Let me see here. What is this for Libra, Spirit, please? This for Libra. Death card in the reverse. I just said somebody's trying to repeat. Death card in the reverse. It's not letting something go. It's keeping things moving. This Nine of Pentacles, you know, moderation has nothing to do with, I mean, you look at this card, there's nothing to do with, you know, being nosy or whatever. But it's like, what I'm getting with this is that somebody is working collectively to get to a better place. But I feel like somebody is watching this. And I feel like somebody's inner child is being triggered. And it's like somebody is trying to create burdens for somebody else to bear. Potential, clarity, repetition. It's like, oh, your way is, you know, your way forward is getting clear again to you. Well, here, let me throw a wrench into your plans. Eight of Pentacles, Three of Wands. It is the Three of Wands is a, you know, a pause. It's waiting. Somebody sees somebody building themselves back up after a lot of losses, and I feel like somebody else is trying to hold them back. So Libra, you get to decide where that is in your world. It's like all of a sudden, you know, you win an award for something. Again, we're, you know, kind of running over from Virgos in a way, where somebody is, you know, trying to up level, trying to move on, trying to move in a forward space, and somebody is being like, wait a second. It's almost like this eclipse is like people holding on to things, or making a realization that maybe the grass wasn't greener on the other side, or maybe we've abused power in some way, right? This pivot is like going back at it again from another direction, another angle, trying something different. What is this for Libra, please? Too many cards. Too many cards. Too many cards. I will say that some of you may have recently, with that Four of Wands there, somebody could have recently gotten married. That could have been a trigger for something. Break free. Or these bonds. Were these bonds healthy? I'm not saying that everybody that just got married should be getting a divorce, but you may also feel like you're leaving something behind by committing yourself to something else. Celebrating, trying to not repeat cycles as well, Libra. This message is, excuse me, a little all over the place, but I feel like for all of you, you're dealing with kind of like what I told Cancer, like different timelines of events. So somebody could be feeling some kind of way about an up-leveling for you, or you could be feeling about some kind of way about somebody else's up-leveling or putting in the work, energy, effort, and time. Could be at a distance from this person, but somebody's made a choice in the past to let this connection go, or whatever this was, and with that, you could, again, I don't want to say you necessarily, Libra, but somebody else you're dealing with as well. But the Empress, you know, card of Venus and Taurus and Libra, could be trying to make something come back around because they made what they felt was a poor choice in the past. You could also be dealing with a Scorpio there with that death card. Again, speak up, coming out in the sideways position. Somebody is not addressing some knowledge or awareness of something, or they're giving bits and pieces. Somebody knows something that they don't want you to know, or vice versa. The timing is not right for something here, Libra. Again, that same as the death card, the journey, to come out sideways. Again, not fully letting something go. And the thing of it is, the second you let this go, if you feel like you're sustaining a loss somehow, you're going to be given something to replace it. This rest and rejuvenation, it's time to take a time out, because whatever's meant for you is going to be for you. Whatever's meant for somebody else is going to be for somebody else. Like, nobody is in loss or lack at the end of the day. It's going to be about your perception of it, you know, and getting real. I stored a value in the reverse. Nobody is going to be in loss and lack. Angel balance. It is going to balance out one way or another. The problem here is the way that it's being perceived. You're taking an emotionally driven approach to something that is not going to help you stabilize or ground accordingly. So it's like, just like I said again in the very beginning of these readings, do not come into things on impulsivity. Do not come into things just, you know, having a hair trigger response to something because you're afraid that you're going to be in a space of without, or you're going to lose something. Two of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the Hierophant. I talked about that marriage celebration. Again, that could have been a higher level commitment. This is a renewing of something, or the need to renew and heal something here with this traditions. Trying to move on, but not knowing how to do so. The World card. This is meant to close out. This is a karmic completion. This is the end of the road. This is meant to be done. Some Cancerian energy here as well. You could be dealing again with a Taurus, a Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio as well. Sagittarius energy is there. This is meant to, if you've entered something new, you have got to let the past go. You can't keep reliving this, and this is coming. This is almost completed. This has almost come to a complete end. I feel like for the majority of us guys across the board is that we are up in our thoughts this week. Our emotions, our thoughts are kind of running the show. Three of Pentacles, again, another card of union to me in some ways, but this is also making plans. And I think your plans in regards to Pentacles, so money, finances, resources, things like that, it's like, well, how do I get out of this? What choice should I make? And this is going to sound probably wild when it comes to your money, but you need to understand that it needs to be tied to what makes you actually feel good, not from the ego, but what is the right thing to do. It's like making the next best decision, making the right decision because it's the right thing to do. It sits right within your morals and your compasses. It is making the best decision. It's like, if this is related to children or karmic ties, things like that, somebody withholding information of a particular situation, it's like the Three of Swords and the Five of Swords. He's carrying those three swords, and there's two left. Like, somebody could be feeling again loss and lack and without, but it's like there's some illusionary energy again, as I said earlier, grass greener on the other side. This needs to be the emotional, moral, right thing to do, so that true emotion, you know, somebody could be struggling with their emotions right now when it comes to a particular situation, whether it's love, kids, family life. This is also past life connection with that High Priestess there in the Six of Cups. Past life stuff that needs to be cleared up. It's a balancing out of something that needed to occur a long time ago, but it's like now you're in that space. You're going from the Four to the Five and then back to the Ace. there was only one way of doing this. So Libra, you know, just the right moral conscious choice that whatever has run its course has run its course, and if you really want to move forward, you're going to have to let this go so that this abundance that is meant for you can come in. But it's like if you're hanging on to both things, a past person or whatever this is, you can't move forward if you're holding on to it all. You have to pick a direction and you have to make a choice. Okay? All right, guys, let's see. Where are we at here? This is like the longest video ever. Break 1:25:26. All right, guys, I'm going to take a hot second here and heat up my coffee, take a potty break. I'm going to let the camera run, so sit tight for a minute if you don't mind, or you can just obviously skip past this part in the video as well, and then I'll get right back to you and we'll continue on. Okay, just let me refresh here as we're an hour 25 in Scorpio. You'll be next, so give me 1 second, guys. Okay, Scorpio. All right, what time is it? 1:29:05. Okay, Scorpio. All right, guys, I just needed a second. Sometimes you just need to get up, take a quick break, breathe, and get back to it. So, all right, Scorpio, let's see what is going on for you guys at this time. So this week, the 23rd to the 29th, what is going on for Scorpio? Please, Spirit, thank you. For Scorpio. You guys, if you're interested in personal readings, that information can be found in the description box below, as well as the about section of the page. Scorpio, why does everything have to be so damn hard? Like, you're constantly in a space of trying to push through, trying to understand, coming into a greater spiritual knowledge of yourself. I feel like you are taking a very strong look at you right now, and then taking a look at the people, the situations, your life, how it's unfolded, what is coming next, the context into which everything that surrounds you, how it has played out. It's almost like looking at flipping through a book real fast and watching things unfold. And it's like you're taking a look, it's almost like you're dissecting everything and putting it into chapters and going, what was this for? The why. I feel like my crown chakra is like on fire right now. You really are trying to find what works for you. Specialization. Problem is here, Scorpio, you need to ground yourself. You really should be in this week working to unify your higher self with you. It's like your emotions right now could be in flux. They feel high, they feel low. You could be almost making yourself, and I don't mean this in a negative sense, but almost like bipolar kind of energy. What does Scorpio need to know at this time? Potential. Scorpio, don't forget who the fuck you are. Okay? Did you forget who you were? Did you forget what you're capable of? It's like you're afraid to, that stretch card, that's the first time I've seen that. I think last week I even said, like, you're on this precipice of something magnificent. But it's like, I feel like fear is holding you back. What are you waiting for right now? Why are you waiting around to make these massive, bold moves? And I mean, granted, don't pull the trigger just to pull the trigger right now. Do it because it feels right, but also you need to check in with yourself that you're not basing your decisions out of a space of fear at this time. Clarity. Speak less, do more. Revision. If things have not gone maybe a specific way that you thought they would, there's been, you may have created space between you and I'm going to say a lot of things recently, Scorps, and the influence here is just craving peace. It's almost like you're trying to, I won't say erase, but take things out of the equation, and simplify what is going on within your world. Your initial, maybe the people you communicate with every day, the things you have to tie up. And it's like, I'm going to have to do this a little differently than I thought I was going to need to. And I think you're doubting your capability as to what it is that you are capable of. You forgot somewhere along the line who you are. And you may have allowed outside situations to impact the brilliance of what you're capable of. There's been good influences around you, and there's been negative influences around you. And now it's like you asking you what it is that you want, not what other people think you should be doing, or what it is other people think you should be planning to do, or how you should be doing it. And you may feel like that's put some pressure on you, and it's kind of weighing you down at this time. Don't be afraid to be assertive and just say, this is what's going on and this is what needs to be done, and you'll see. Okay, what is the specialization? The world. A cycle. There you are, Scorpio. The Death card. The Empress. Listen. New opportunities are on the horizon. This World card is a completion. Maybe a something that you dealt with, or something that you were doing for a while. This could be love, work, family. It could be anything. Anywhere that you doubted your creative abilities, it's not that you weren't capable or not that you couldn't make it happen. It's that it's not meant for you anymore. This season has served its purpose, and now it's asking you to leave a lot of things behind. I mean, you see in this death card, Scorps, there you are, right? These people that have fallen and just had their moment or whatever it was, you're moving on in victory and success. You're moving on and starting at ground zero all over again. You're letting people go. You have to. I'm hearing it's bittersweet, but you know, this is going to sound like an asshole thing to say, but it's about the vibrational energy. The Empress doesn't go out into the village. I don't even know if I'm describing this right, but I know what I mean. I think you'll get the idea. Doesn't go out and deal with people that are not on her level. Stop dealing with people that are not on your level. So if they are not a vibrational match to where it is you are headed, let them the fuck go. It's done. It's over with. It's time to move on and move forward. You know, that 13 breaks down to a 4. And that's about your foundations. Those are your building blocks. That's your security. You're letting other people play with your security. The sun coming out in the sideways position, again, as I say about your foundations, there's that 4 right there on the bottom. You need to focus on this for you and move away from anything that doesn't give back. No matter how it is you see it, it's time to move on. The sun coming out sideways, lacking that confidence to believe in what it is you are capable of. And now it's time to get clear on that. You don't have to, I'm going to say, you know, always speak your truth. Always speak your story. Always, you know, if you have an experience and you're feeling passionately about it, move on. There's something around this clarity, though, with that moon and the Wheel of Fortune. And I'm Scorpio. You've got all major arcanas on here. The world, the sun, the moon, the Wheel of Fortune. Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, the moon, Pisces, Cancer energy, Wheel of Fortune. Again, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius. You have written the book on this chapter of life. It is fucking done. It doesn't matter if there's secrets, and I heard waiting to be exposed. Somebody could feel like they want to oust you somehow. You got a King of Wands sitting here. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius that's sitting trying to figure out things around you. You could be trying to figure things out around you. You need to assert yourself. Enough is enough. Your emotions could be extremely high right now, and you're doubting what it is that you see for yourself. Like, how could I ever make this work? And feeling like you need to revise everything in your world. This chapter is done. This full moon is closure for you. It is the end, and you are going to have to make some bold moves, whether or not you like it. You know, it's reassess, revision, reassess, Scorpio. It's okay to look back at the past and say, what is it from this cycle in my life that does not make me happy? What is it from this cycle that does not bring me joy? What is it from this cycle that does not light me up? What is it that leaves me in a state of confusion? Because whatever it is, it's time to check it off, listen, go, I'm going to get this done. And again, that assess, reassess, like a clipboard with a checklist. I don't know about you guys, but I can say as a Scorpio myself, I love to have a list because it keeps me organized. You could be making a list of the things and the people and the situations. And again, I talked about that book earlier, right? It's like you're putting them into chapters going, this chapter is closed. This is done. I'm moving on from this. I don't need that anymore. You're really trying to assert yourself in your world. And it's like you're willing, you know, Scorpio, you are perfect at transformation. You've perfected transformation. You've done it so many damn times, you don't, it's like second nature to you now. But you're willing to be the chameleon. You've been willing to be the chameleon to people to go, okay, I like the color yellow and I want to be yellow. But in your world, I have to be green. So, okay, then I'll play at your field. Make them come to you. Don't you go to them anymore. Release it and let it go. Release it and then keep going. Connect with people that bring you feel-good feelings. Connect to the things in life that feel good to you instead of what feels good to everybody else. Their visions for you are theirs. They're not yours. So stop playing by everybody else's rules. Bravery coming out pretty much in the reverse with abundance. If you want bigger and better, you have to strive for bigger and better. You're going to have to put the work in. But you also have to be open to it. Stop running scared. Feel what feels good, what feels lighter. Let go of fear. You're going to have fear. It's an understandable thing when you have to make tough decisions. But you're going to have to put on your big girl, big boy pants and buck up and take care of business. The Scorpio, victory and success. Scorpio, what else does Scorpio need to know? The garden in the gate, you're holding yourself back. You're holding it on reserve, attachment. What the hell are you hanging on to? And why? Are you afraid that things won't be balanced? Because there's something coming in for you, Scorpio. Man holding heart who's truly going to emotionally invest in whatever this is that means something to you. Whether this is you holding heart, and once you get started, you're not going to stop. You're going to find this confidence to fucking bust through everything. You're going to be stable. But you're going to have to make a heartbreaking choice, again, to get to this sun. It's going to open up new doors. So what are you afraid of? You're still dealing with something far back from the past that has left you scarred, bothered, hurt. The Ace of Pentacles, look, there's new financial opportunities. There's new abundance coming in. Key word is the potential to have this victory. Sagittarius energy, the Temperance card, the Tower, Scorpio, there you are. Six of Wands. You may have to make, it's not even may, you're going to have to make a massive decision. And I'm going to say you're going to have to, I'm going to tell you the same thing I told Cancer. You have to go this alone. This Virgo, this Hermit energy, you could be dealing with a Virgo. Heavy on the Virgo, the Leo, and the Sag and Taurus. You're going to have to take your wisdom and your knowledge, and you may have to learn some new things through this to create, and run with this new abundance. But it's coming. But you have to release this attachment. Check your impulses. I tell you guys all the time, it's going to be the way you handle yourself. Don't want to cause pain, hurt, and strife for somebody else. You don't want it to be at somebody else's expense, and it's causing massive freaking confusion here. But then you've got the Ace of Wands. Who was it else? Was it Libra, I think I seen? Yeah, Libra had the Ace of Pentacles, or the Ace of Wands. I think it was. I know they had the Ace of Wands. I think it was the Ace of Pentacles too, but the Three of Swords. You might have Libra in your chart, Scorpio. You're going, yeah, and they had the Three of Pentacles. There it is again. This could be third-party kind of situation as well. The garden and the gate is you're waiting. You're waiting and you're resting on it. Being, you're stalling that action. You're waiting. You're waiting. You're waiting. I feel like, again, you're cutting Queen of Wands. Assertive kind of energy, right? I think you're taking a look at your karma, Scorpio. I think you're taking a look at how you relate to other people in a nurturing level. With this this Four of Swords there, you see the little girl and the mother there, and it's divided. There's a split pain between the two of them, and it's divided, and it's like, I just heard something from Spirit. Spirit, there's a song, who sings it? I can't think of her name. How do I get there? It's a country song. I can't think of who sings. I can hear her voice, but I can't think of who sings the song. How do I get there from here? And you may be questioning, how do you get there from here? Scorpio, touch in, tap in, tune on to your crown. Divine guidance is waiting for you, but you're going to have to ground yourself through this confusion and the mud and the muck. Overall outcome for Scorpio. No matter what, you're going to have victory and success. I don't think with the Gemini Lovers card there that I seen, what else was there? There was that one. And the star, it's wish fulfillment, Aquarius energy. It's healing. Sometimes our biggest lessons and the things that we need to learn so that we can move forward, we may feel like we're hurting another person, letting them down, and ultimately you may feel like you're letting yourself down in some capacity. But know that it's just time for that change, and they can be bittersweet endings. And it's coming. Your abundance is coming. You're ready to create. You need to invest into yourself, refocus, and get rid of any distractions. Get back to you. Life will change immensely. Give it 3 weeks. Your world's not going to be the same. All right. Sag. 146. That took a while. Sorry, guys. All right. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. What's going on, guys? Sag. Scorpio just wore me out. God. We're exhausting. We're exhausting people. Sag, maybe you're feeling exhausted too as I say that. You could be feeling a bit tired, a bit worn out. Spirit is saying even lethargic as well. Hangman, 9 of Pentacles. When was the last time you took care of you, Sagittarius? Or are you running around taking care of everybody else? Stop taking care of everybody else. Start taking care of you. Self-sabotage energy. It's like for everything you're doing work-wise to help yourself. It's not paying off in the long run. Clarity and efficiency. Shuffle. Alright, Sagittarius. Consistency. I feel like you keep going back at something. And I don't think you're supposed to be. Efficiency and shift. Spirit is saying be lighter on your feet as well. This could be physically, this could be energetically, this could be the need to be flexible, Sag, as well. Stop giving so much to other people and give to you. Consistency, productivity. I really want to see the last card. Rediscovery. I just want to reiterate, you need to reinvest this into yourself, into you, Sag. This should be going into you. You could see somebody also shifting from your world. You could also be seeing consistent patterns as well. You could be picking up on the way other people are operating around you at this time. Space, creating distance between something, motion, but somebody is hanging on. The interesting thing is there are 3 parties here. 4. I'm going to go 4 parties here. Everybody it seems like a single foul line. Everybody looking forward. March on. What the hell that means? Couldn't tell you. I really don't know. They're not giving that to me. But it's like these phases. They're like a phase of watching. It reminds me of, like, you know, see the pictures, the drawings of the evolution of the caveman as to what we look like today. That's how this feels to me. You're seeing something or yourself evolving from one thing to another, and it's making you feel less than. I'm gonna pull 2 cards here. Wheel of Fortune, positive turn of events, and the Chariot, moving on and moving forward. Strength card. Leo, Sag, you guys are going through something magnificent as well. Scorpio just had a lot of major arcanas on the board. Here you are with one of them being the Wheel of Fortune. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, Cancer energy, and Leo energy here as well. Cancer energy again. I'm going to say you could have heavy Cancer in your chart. And then this is Scorpio season. So let's see what's going on here. You know, you need to put in the positive work, the positive thoughts for yourself. There is a need to take care of yourself, physically and mentally. Yourself, physically and mentally right now. Sag, you are gonna have to get out of your own way. Spirit is coming in and they're trying to give you something. They are trying to align you to something that is going to be motivationally exceptional for you to hit strides in your life. And whatever this is, it's like, I feel like you're not giving into it. There comes that give again, but in the sideways position. You also may be feeling like something is outside of you is aligning elsewhere, and it's almost like you can't quite understand or feel where the other one is coming from as well, okay? But you know that there are things that are moving forward, whether you want it to or not, and it's going to be your perspective of how you see this, Sag. Resolution coming out in the sideways position, because I don't think you're ready to let go of whatever this is. Like, you're like, well, we can just work towards it, we can work through it, we can work, you know, whatever. I said to be lighter on your feet. There's the lighten up. You need to focus on what it is that you need, what it is that you need to do for yourself, to move on, to make your dreams a reality. You know, it's like, it's not your job. There's a lot of mother and child energy in this reading. Your relationship, Sag, could be very heavily affected by mothering kind of energy. This could be with a partner. This could be with your own mother. This could be with the mother of your children. Like, there's a lot to do with the feminine energy surrounding you at this time. And it's like, you want to give to something, again, can't quite get into an even playing field with whatever this is. And it's like, you may be trying to distance yourself to find a space of resolution, but there's still something in there within you that makes you hang on to it. That's an inner childhood wound. I just seen this card and it comes out. The 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. I just said about seeing. Third eye is that perception. Third eye is seeing it in a very different manner, right? It is trusting the intuitive visions and awareness that we have within ourselves and from our higher selves. You know, I just feel the need to say to you, it's indigo. So it's indigo. 19 is a 10. It's a 1. It's rest and rejuvenation. This is for you to build on your foundations for yourself. Again, you see both bottoms of the deck here. You've got the Strength card. The Angel of Strength and the Strength card. This is there is a need for self-mastery here, Sag. And this self-mastery is going to require you to change the way you have done things, where you've hung on to control, why you've hung on to it. This is healing, the need to heal these wounds that sit within you. A Hermit card came out in the reverse position. I'm going to stick it right there in the center. The need to go with it. The Hermit takes the journey alone. He takes his wisdom, his knowledge, and he rolls with it from there. Right? He is willing to be in isolation. And it's like somebody, it could be you, is hanging on to something that you don't want to feel isolated from a particular situation. You could have felt isolated as a child as well from a particular situation. 3 and 3, 2 3s there. This could be celebration, successes. You have the Empress here, Sag. I feel like there are other things in your world that you want to come into a space of celebration with. There are other things and people that make you feel better than what you feel right now. 8 of Swords, I've seen it damn near through this entire video. Self-imposed restrictions. You are far more, I'm going to tell you the same thing I basically just told Scorpio. You are far more capable than you give yourself credit for. And it's like, and I will say this to you though too, You may be feeling top notch when you're drinking, or you can check out of reality. It doesn't, you know, being in that space lowers our vibrational energy, and we just feel good because it's the next best thing. Be mindful if you're drinking, of why you're drinking. Rest and rejuvenation, Sag. What is this? The Fool. You need a mental health timeout. Understand that mental health days are a thing. You know, granted, when we take a job somewhere, when we take a job somewhere, you know, we have sick days. Well, take a sick day as a mental health day. Mental health, there should be mental health days, because God knows we all need them. We need a day to recharge and rest. Sag, this needs to be your focus right now, is recharging, rejuvenating. Watch the chest, watch the arms at this time, whether it's stress or strain or tightness. I'm not a doctor, so there's that. There's a new journey waiting to unfold for you. And I think that you have relived a lot of the same shit over and over and over and over again. I don't feel you impulsively making moves. I feel you just keep holding on to hope of things from the past. That Six of Cups. It's familiar. It's comfortable. You thought it was what you wanted. You thought it made you feel good. And now it's like you need to take a break from it. You need to just give yourself a moment. Yeah, and there's the Four of Swords, that rest. And there you are, King of Wands, Sag. Your part of your soul's lesson is coming to the surface right now. Okay? And with that, it's requiring you to master your, whether this is addictions, codependent traits. I know we haven't seen the Devil card, but still, this, you know, talk about self-mastery. It is our thoughts. It's what we ingest. It's what we eat. It's what we drink. It's what we indulge in. There's so many various areas, Sagittarius, and I really think that it's important for you right now to get clear about anything that's muddling your existence, so that these positive changes and positive movement can occur. You want resolution, you're going to have to detach. You want change, you want to feel different, you're going to have to detach from the things that are holding you back. Just all there is to it. All right, Capricorn. 157. Oh my goodness. 157.30. Okay. Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. What is going on for you guys? Magician, I'll leave that lay there. Ace of Cups. Yeah, I'm going to put that back in there. I'll remember that. Somebody might be visiting a childhood home as well. Alright, Spirit, for Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know this week? October 23rd to the 29th. What does Capricorn need to know this week? Context. Watch your throat. Watch for sinus issues. Watch for sore and swollen gums. Bacterial, again, not a doctor. It's crazy how these readings just overlap, but whatever. Capricorn, I'm going to make this one short and sweet, because this is what I tell you all the time. Take care of you. Just take care of yourself, for the love of God, please. Somebody might be speaking some ill words about you at this time. They may be going to somebody else. So communication issues with the lunar eclipse here. It's kind of like Mercury retrograde all over again. They could be coming back around, or they could be speaking these words to you about somebody else. And you're just like, I don't want to hear it. Like, you're tuning out to this. I don't want to fucking hear it. I don't need to know. I don't want to know. I don't care. Like, they want to engage you in something. And I feel like I said this to you maybe last week or something to that effect. They're trying to create a place to run to with you. So be very mindful of the energies that surround you at this time, because they may be feeling left out of something, So it's kind of like, well, who have I not gone to yet? So too, if you're a boss or an authoritative figure as well, you could have people coming to you about somebody else and everybody's bitching, and like they're trying to make an alliance. They're trying to bring luck on their side. They're trying to get somebody else to see it from their perspective or their way. And Capricorn, I think you would just like to serve their head on a platter to somebody. You know, it's just like, I'm done. I don't care. I don't want to do this with you. Just stop it. But it's like they're trying to buddy up to you, essentially, for some reason. And I really do believe you see it for what it is. There's that darker side of Scorpio that's kind of coming out and going, oh yeah, well, doesn't that suck? Like, you're being cold about it. They're trying to dig themselves out of some hot water. We'll put it that way. This healing card, like, you are healing. This is a reminder to you of how far it is that you have come to date so far, Capricorn, and keep on going there. You know when to give, when not to give. You know when to take a step back. And that's kind of how this feels. It is just like, whoosh. I don't want to hear it. Whoosh. Like, just like this whooshing away of just, okay, just go. Okay, I heard you, go. I'm not wanting to deal with this. This is craziness. Listen, yeah, I told you, somebody's talking about something. Somebody's wanting you to hear something. And oh my God, you can't make it up. Pay attention. There's a reason for their behavior. There's a reason. And it's like, see, miracles. You're letting people just do their thing. You're not allowing yourself to be affected, but just, you need to make sure that you're paying attention to what they're trying to grow with you and why. They're very, it's almost like they want a trauma bond with you. Put it that way. It's like a trauma bond. Like, they're like, okay, if I can get them to see it my way, and we can bitch and complain about whatever the situation is, then I can get in their good graces. And that's what this person tends to do, is trauma bond and start to build unhealthy relationships based off of toxicity. And I think you're aware of that. And it's like, you may leave a conversation with this person and they make you feel dead inside. Yeah, you're seeing right through it. They're trying to tie you up into something. This could be legal. This could be some paperwork, is what Spirit is giving me as well. But I also feel like, you know, again, you're seeing right through this. You're not going to let it gain too much traction, but it's almost like somebody is ostracizing yourself some way. And they see you as stable and loving somehow, or a giver of some kind. And they think that coming to you is going to gain them some kind of merit or credit, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. Angel of Balance, Temperance. You're Capricorn, you're very, throughout this week, you're balancing it out well. Like, and you're going to probably have to ground yourself surrounding this, because I do feel like you're doing it well, but it's irritating you. It's hurting you, because I think you may have thought better of somebody, but you're also recognizing that where they're coming from is a place of their own pain, and it's not your pain. Because I feel like there's a massive block to you allowing this to come into your world. Like, you're just like, it's not that I don't care, but I don't care. And this could be third party related. We also have the Three of Swords here, the Magician. They are trying, again, it's like that Three of Swords, it's misery loves company kind of vibe. This Ace of Swords, Five of Swords are showing itself. There's truth and clarity. Again, that third eye is that clarity. The Emperor taking control of a particular situation. You know, he rules with an iron fist. And again, that's kind of like you going, I'm not doing this. I'm not going to do this with you. I've made my law. I've made my decision. I've made my perception what it is, like my thought process on it. And I'm moving on from this. But whatever this communication is, that's like they're kind of coming at you impulsively through their own insecurities, you're like, I'm not doing this with you. What is this Ace of Pentacles with this? Yeah, Six of Swords. Like, they could be offering you something, or making you some kind of bullshit promises or something to that effect, and you're like, no, like I'm good, like I don't need that, I don't want that, I don't want to be a part of that, like no thank you. I'm just not interested in committing to something with you, because I see where it is that you're coming from, and it's not coming from a healthy place. So Capricorn, kudos to you. I think they're just going to really test and try your patience this week. They could be inviting you to something, or trying to send you something. It could be a message. They're trying to weasel their way in, essentially. So just be mindful. And Virgo had something similar, and I think Taurus, I forget what Taurus's was, but just be mindful of that. All right, Aquarius, 205:25. All right, Aquarius. All right, wait, we're almost done. 2 hours later, holy Toledo. All right, Aquarius, what is happening for you this week? Oh boy. Some of you might be having visions of God, or whatever your higher power belief and faith sits in. Whoa, Aquarius, what is going on for you guys? Holy smokes. If you are in a dream state, you could see somebody, but not see their face. You know who it is, but it's like they come and go like an illusion. Your left brain is trying to process trauma. Big fucking message there. Oh my God. And it's like you can't quite, if this is somebody who's passed over, Aquarius, it's like, if I could just, it's like you, in a dream, you reach out to touch them and you wake up and realize that it was just a dream. There is something about this person, whether they are still in the 3D or on the other side, that has had a very impactful influence over you. There was something about their presence that brought you immense peace. Did you squeeze the bird too hard? Because now I feel like you feel as if you are on the outside looking in. You could be listening to hear if they're saying anything. This could be, again, spiritually, intuitively, or this could be trying to eavesdrop on something or find out information about something from behind the scenes. I just heard the message, I'm sorry for what we've gone through. Aquarius, I don't know what you guys are dealing with, but this is very different energy this week. I can't tell you if it was ever really real, but I can tell you that it was true. Thank you, Spirit. Whatever that message means for you, I feel like my gut, I feel like somebody punched me in the stomach right now. Like, it's just a heavy, bottomless pit. There could be time, space, and distance between you and a person at this time, Aquarius. This renewal, patterns, and space. I believe, from what Spirit is giving me, and I've got the God blessed chills, my goodness, that at some point in the recent past, and for some of you, if this person is still in the 3D, this is the recent past. For those of you, this person has passed away. This could be upwards of 20 years, maybe even 30. You thought that was going to be a very different experience. And Spirit also said, there could be a reason that this person is coming to the surface right now as well. But there was a reason for their purpose in your life. And it was to show you a little bit of glimmer of peace, to show you what it could be to feel good. Something happened that caused illusion. When I think of illusion, I think of the moon energy, and I think of the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I'm not sure exactly which one that stands for. I don't get too far into those except for the majors. But I would say Pisces or Cancer. And then that moon energy, Pisces and Cancer, is how I read it. But it's illusionary. I think that there was some illusions, whether these were your own illusions and influence from outside perspectives. But I think, Aquarius, this stems from you, because with that patterns, it's your pattern of repeat. So where you thought it would be a different expectation, or it would just be very, very different, it seemed to play itself out the same way. I think you're relying heavily on this person to course correct, but I think the correction needs to be within you. And Spirit is saying that they're saying that in the most loving manner. They're here to support you. They're here to guide you. But you also have to be a team player with Spirit. You have to be able to sit back with yourself and eat a little bit of humble pie. This is a pause. This connection, if somebody has passed, maybe you felt like everything in life has kind of paused since that point. If they're in the 3D, there may have been a point where there was a separation or time out of the situation with this person. Influence, open up. It was meant to open you up. It was meant to change the way you thought about things, the way you saw things. It was meant to, I feel, Aquarius, to teach you some kind of true love, not in the sense of romanticism, but what it was to actually love something. Whether it was to love life, love a person, love an experience. It was meant to open you up and to teach you how to be present, and to listen is to be present. Because if you're not present in the moment, you can't listen to what's going on. This is for you to check in and co-create with Spirit in your own world. Again, to change your thoughts. I feel like you guys are at a point this week where you could be very quiet, listening for answers from Spirit. Some of you could be listening to a lot of tarot readings right now, watching a lot of things. I could see somebody like scrolling and reading, memes or quotes, or something from like Eckhart Tolle, or whoever. Eckhart Tolle comes up significantly though, and thinking about what it is like when we come out of that ego charged space and that adrenaline rush settles down and we're just there left with the residual energy. You're hitting, I don't want to call it a low point, but again, you're coming down off of that high, and then the heart kicks in and it's like, what did I do? What has happened? Was that worth it? Because now I feel like I'm on an island by myself. And I feel sorrowful. I feel remorse. I feel guilt. This doesn't feel right to me. I miss this moment. I miss that moment. That's a tough space to be in, Aquarius. I told you it was about love. Doors to romance. Do I think your new romantic partner is coming in? No. It's not what this is. That 6 is those past life connections. It is to emotionally give and to receive. A give card kept showing itself here somewhere. There's a receive. To receive abundance. And I'm going to make this very clear to you. Abundance is not just money. It is happiness. It is joy. It is hope. It is faith. It is to watch the sun shine. It is to feel true and genuine joy from within. This was to teach you what it was to love. Loving on different terms. Again, outside looking in. That envy card has popped up so many times throughout this reading, and now it's feeling you like you're in loss and lack. I just seen that strategizing card. Aquarius, stay the fuck out of your ego. Because what it is that you're sitting here reminiscing on right now, you are going to have to dive into your emotions. You are going to have to sit with those. You are going to have to understand those. You are going to have to unravel those. And you're going to have to see how it is that you can create that change. But if you go back into this ego space, you are creating shitty karma for yourself. You are creating a greater lack thereof than if you would just come into the emotional space of being in touch with yourself. You can get to the other side. You can get there. You can feel good, and you will. More bees with honey than vinegar, right? And that's really what Spirit's asking you of. Spirit just said, can't take the pentacles with you when you're gone. Can't take the material world with you when you're gone. But the emotion always lives. It doesn't die. That feeling never dies. It's always there. We're always re-experiencing feelings. Doors to romance, Spirit for Aquarius. Could be dealing with a Virgo. You can't make it up, guys. Self-love, self-nurturing. The battle between the ego and the higher self. King of Pentacles, Taurus energy, Hermit, Virgo, Ace of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. What are you going to nurture, yourself or your pentacle? Can you do both? Yep. But this was supposed to teach you love. These two things, the inner self and your outside world, they go hand in hand. And you have to nurture them both. You have to give love to both things. You can't just give away or even just be the receiver of certain material possessions. It's not about the possession. To possess something, I mean, you think about it. If we talk about people being possessed, we're like, ew, so why do we want to possess anything? Why can't we just be? Chariot, Two of Swords. You could be dealing with a Cancerian energy that brought in mental confusion for you. But also understand, Aquarius, that you allowed them to place this blindfold on you. There was a driving force behind why you were acting or behaving that way. But ultimately, that was a choice that you made. But now it's left you to a greater indecision. You can't move forward staying in that energy. Eight of Swords in the sideways position. Mental entrapment. Ace of Pentacles in the sideways. In Spirit just said infertile growth and activity. Knight of Wands. I do think you're trying to control your impulses this time around and not get caught back up in whatever this was. I do think you're doing a little bit more self-reflecting at this time. But that Two of Pentacles, it's like you guys, for being air signs, really struggle, primarily you, Aquarius, with the Pentacle. And that could be part of your, like, the North and South Node kind of thing too. Check it out. But you've got to know that you're going to have to take the higher road, because somebody, whether it's you or this person, somebody is highly protected. And I'm going to say on the other side of this, this is you. This is a divine, this person was a divine being of light to teach you something. A divine being of light. And I kind of want to say this to you one more time. A divine being of light. They were meant to teach you something. And it was to open up. It wasn't shallow. It wasn't self-centered. It wasn't self-serving. They were trying to teach you to open up. You get to decide what you do with that. All right. Pisces, 219, 45. All right, Pisces, last one. All right, guys, just a reminder, personal readings are open and available. So you can shoot me a message via the email in the description box below for pricing and appointment times and all that good stuff. So, all right, Pisces, here we go. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. All right, Spirit, what does Pisces need to know at this time? Productivity. Somebody could be getting new tires right now. Could be taking a trip. There's an archway of some sort. I don't know what you guys are up to. So side message there, perception and potential. Some of you could be traveling for work at this time. You may have to get new tires because you're traveling, right? Or maybe you had a flat. All right, Pisces, October 20th, 23rd to the 29th. I heard I just want to go back home. Careful of your travel plans right now, Pisces. Things just may not go according to plan or the way that you would like it to be. It's almost like you're trying to run to get away from something right now, and it's like as much as you're trying to run to get away from it, something else is going on. It's like, well, never mind. This is worse than I thought it was going. You know, this is worse than the situation I'm already dealing with. So I just kind of want to run back to where I'm going or where I was, because maybe it won't be as bad. Then I'm just going to go home and hibernate kind of thing. Ladies, you could be focused on your physical appearance as well right now. I feel like there's a longing to go back to something. You could be trying to go off and visit a friend, an old companion or something like that. Siblings as well at this time, maybe traveling to see them. Again, careful with the travel plans as well right now, because they may have some hang-ups with the energy that's going on. There could be some delays and stuff like that. Some of you could be flying, so you may be making a new friend at the airport. I don't know what the hell you guys are doing, but there you go. But yeah, there's like this need to, my nose is itching. There's like this need to move on and move forward from something, but then yet it's like as soon as you get away from it, you want to go back to it. Yeah. Three of Wands, again, another card of travel there as well. Waiting for things to kind of turn around. That Seven of Swords in the reverse. And then you've got the Preservation and the Death card. Scorpio energy there, Pisces. Again, this could just be, I feel like it's a Scorpio season for you specifically. But it is very much like trying to get the hell out of Dodge. And then you get the hell out of Dodge, and then whatever's on the other side of that is just as bad, or if not worse. And it's like, I just want to go back to where I came from. So it's like it's, picking the lesser of two evils right now, essentially, because it's like, this is not what I thought this was going to be. This is not the reprieve that I thought I was going to get. Yeah, Nine of Wands. Like, it's been a hell of a road, for whatever has been happening for you lately. And it's just like, no matter where you go, you feel like you're getting your ass handed to you right now. So it's like, even if you leave, some of you might be in a position right now where you can't wait to get the hell out of your house because your kids or whatever are driving you crazy, and you get to work, and then there's a bunch of bullshit there. And it's like, no matter what you do, you can't escape the things that are going on around you. And I think you're coming to a place of like, everything and everybody is pushing your boundaries at this point. The Moon. I just don't feel like you see a way out of this right now. Be mindful of depression and stuff, guys, but I feel like you're ready to go it alone. Like, you need to take a break to get away from the things that are holding you back or holding you down, or what feels exhausting. I feel like if you've got, I'd say 2 or more kids, like, it may feel like with this full moon that everybody's just running freaking rampant right now. Like, oh my God. Can we get a little bit of light here? Can things lighten up a little? Everybody might be bitching and fussing and complaining and crying and whining, and it's just like, this week can't be over fast enough kind of energy, Pisces. Thinking man. again, this card is always reminded me of travel with his jacket. Like, it reminds me of roadways. I don't know why, but it does. And then you've got the hostilities and needing that rest and rejuvenation, right? Like, I'm done. Like, your temper, your emotions, your emotional state is just done. Like, take me away. Stick me on a plane, put me on a bus with a one-way ticket. I don't care where you send me, just by God, let me, cut me loose. So it's like, again, you have this space where you have a 10 here, 46 breaks down to a 10 and a 1, rest and rejuvenation, another 10, and in the dead middle is this 8. That cycle repeating, right? Like this infinite journey that we're on, and it's like, I want to just get to a place where I can breathe and rest right now because shit is really heavy. Have faith, it's time comes out on the bottom of the deck there. Your time to breathe is coming. You're going to have to recognize that whatever other people are going through around you that is making them equally crazy, that it's just like their energy is rubbing off on you. That's whatever they're dealing with, even if it is your kids. Maybe they had a bad day at school. Maybe they didn't sleep well last night. Maybe they've got colds, and Spirit's just saying, just be in the state of flow. You can't run from it right now, and to try to bulldoze your way through it is not going to help you get through it any easier. Like, it's going to make it harder. So it's like, they're telling you need to slow down. I think you're kind of running full steam ahead, just trying to find a way out. You don't need to find a way out. You need to just learn how to tune it out and not take on others' energy at this time. So King of Wands, again, the need to take action. Holy moly. The Sun. So you could be dealing with Sagittarius or Leo as well. Give love to this situation, because I feel like, if someone is bitching, moaning, complaining, and you guys live together or whatever this might be, it's like they may just be asking for compassion at this time from you. Or you just may also be, I'm going to say too, I wouldn't be surprised if you're the one asking for compassion as well, because look at this energy. Like, God, just give me a break, give me a rest. So you're manifesting this compassion or this break or this freedom. It will come, but it's just like, I feel like for every win, there's 2 losses right now, Pisces. Hostilities, 9 of Cups in the reverse. First time I've seen that card all this whole time. What else for Pisces with this hostility, please? 2 of Cups, Ace of Swords, 5 of Wands. You're going to have to just exist. Lots of 5s for you. Jeez. 5 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. I feel like emotionally you're just drained. And I feel like it's almost like, what was that? Was there a movie, I think, where like he would never come out? What am I thinking of? I can't think of it right now. But anyhow, it's like going into your bedroom, hiding, and everybody like coming to your door going, I need this. And instead of like you joining them to give that to them, whatever this is a terrible example, but you'll get my point. But it's like, here, I'll stick my hand out the door. You don't need to see my face. Shut the door again. So it's like, I feel like everybody wants a piece of you right now, Pisces. And through that, it's like, I can't. It's like this frazzled, I can't come together with you. I can't do this right now. This is exhausting. Everybody is in their crazy energy. You're absorbing that, which is you're going to have to learn how to tune that out, put that bubble of safety around you. But it's leaving you feeling just tied down to everything, every responsibility, everybody else's whatever, and you really just want to be within you. So it could just be a lot of heavy responsibility this week that is whooping your butt. And, if you need to go and get away, that may not be turning out how you thought it would be either, because now there's these delays and this and that. So then other responsibilities are being hung up for a hot minute. So it could just, bad timing to situations really at the end of the day. So, all right, guys, that's it. 2.5 hours later, we're done. Oh my goodness. All right. Thank you guys so much. If you found the video resonated for you, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Those 2 ways are some of the best ways you can to support the channel, and it is greatly appreciated. donations and readings. Thank you both. Thank you all very much for that. You could do either one if you want to. I'm not, there's nothing required. I just enjoy doing this, but it does help support the channel. It goes a long way. The information for personal readings is in the description box below, as well as the about section of the page too. You can find that information also at holisticallyzenwv.com. Feel free to comment. Let me know what's going on in your world as this lunar eclipse and full moon happens. Hope again to get on Facebook Saturday, sometime in the evening, Eastern Standard Time, to do a live feed on the full moon energies and just kind of get together for a little while somehow for the first time since I have shifted from in person to online. And we'll see how that goes. Who knows what will happen? We never know. I'm always winging it. That's my thing. So you guys have a fantastic week. I'm sending you all so much love. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.